What's up, y'all? It's your boy Dame here. Thanks for checking me out. This is a Tower of Everything. We're going to be reviewing Down to Earth, Chapter 4. So, if you like anything I have to say, please hit that like button, share, and subscribe. So, Chapter 4 is a pretty interesting chapter. It picks up where we left off. Zeta is getting used to her surroundings. Coyotes agreed to allow her to stay with him. Of course, they go out. It's the whole matter of the spaceship in the backyard, right? Got to do something about the spaceship. So Zeta's actually can the spaceship actually comes with a cloaking device. So she was able to, pretty much make so anybody who's passing by can't see that there's a spaceship in his backyard. So Coyote's still kind of getting her acclimated to being on Earth. Basics of how to work the shower, uh, how to help around the house. So he gave her specific rules, right? Well, he's trying to anyway. These rules appear to be pretty fluid. So number one, first rule was contribute. He told her, if you're gonna stay here, you gotta don't make things harder for me. Help me clean up around the house. Do your part. Number two, the second rule. The second rule was trust. He pretty much told her, when I tell you something, at first he said obey. But he did change that. That sounded a little more controlling. So he changed that word obey to trust. If I tell you something, just listen. I mean, which makes sense because she doesn't really know anything about Earth. And sometimes you might be in a position where you have to make split second decisions. So he's an Earthling, so maybe just listen to him and it can keep you out of trouble. Is she going to follow that one to a T? No, because we got to be honest. She fled her home planet. You don't just flee your home planet unless there's something going on. So she has her own baggage or whatever that she's dealing with, and we're gonna find that out as the story goes along. We know Kaede's dealing with stuff too. He's really hasn't been well mentally since we've been introduced to him. So he couldn't really think of a third rule. He said there was three rules. He couldn't really think of a third rule, but we noticed that Kaede he's a guy, so he's been he didn't notice until she like really got changed and he got her in the house. He was like, wait, she's actually she's actually pretty cute. So he actually compares her body type to a pear, which is hilarious. I'm sure you can imagine. But I think I think he wants to make this work because again, she has nowhere else to go, and he's genuinely trying to do the right thing. He doesn't seem to have any ulterior motives for trying to help her, other than who else is going to help her if he doesn't. So Coyote's trying to establish boundaries of how they can live together. But again, a reoccurring theme is he's comparing Zeta to someone we haven't been introduced to, but I can imagine he's probably comparing Zeta to his ex. They look similar, and it'll be interesting to find out. Is that the real reason why he's helping her? Is Zeta just maybe a replacement for what he lost? He just went out through a breakup, and he's been mentioning that she looks like her, and we don't know who that is. We can only assume. So I hope that's not the case, because he's never going to heal like that. I feel like if you're trying to move on, you need to really like look forward. You know what I mean? And like picking a partner based upon characteristics that you see, that you've seen and got to know from another person, is that's not healthy. I don't think in the long run that's going to help Kyrie's mental state at all. If anything, it's going to cause problems between the two. So, so after like really talking to Zeta, after really like looking at her and seeing how she's kind of attractive, he finally comes up with rule number three. Because earlier he didn't have it. He didn't know what rule number three should be, and rule number three was pretty interesting. And rule number three, no feelings, and that's where the chapter ends. I mean, that's a lot. I think that's a lot. It's going to be interesting how their dynamic is going to be going forward. It's going to be interesting because when people lived with one another in close proximity, you you get real close. So you're gonna have certain conversations over dinner, playing a video game, or just talking. No feelings. We'll see how that's gonna work out. I don't. I'm not particularly confident, but we'll just have to check out the story. But that again, guys, that was Down to Earth. Authors Pookie Senpai. Check her out. Chapter 4 review. Please like the video. I have seen people viewing, but haven't got too many likes. I'm trying to really get more consistent at this, and I do appreciate everybody who's checked me out. I appreciate the people who've actually left a comment. So thank you. If you like anything I have to say, it's your boy Dane. Please like and share this video. I hope all of you have a wonderful day, and I'll see you very soon. Oh, and on that note, Unordinary is back to normal chapters weekly. I got to get on that ASAP, so that's pretty much what we've been waiting for. That's the two main webtoons that I particularly love, Unordinary and, of course, Tower of God. Can't wait for that to come back. But so look forward to that. I'm going to try to get that video out today. Have a blessed day, guys, and see you soon.